Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin.
Complete.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was 2nd among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
Brady's throw there complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. He's got Evans. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25-yard line. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Stud 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
God, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
2nd and a yard.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off of play action, Darnold. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Darnold completes it, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Deuce. Hey, lady. Lady. Let's get that ball. Hey, watch it, watch it.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one goes.
A quick pass here to Godwin. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now this throw caught left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
On 2nd and goal, Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up there?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your run.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
The kick is,
and he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 10, Bears nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Play action. It's Darnold. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ronald Jones.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. From the gun, it's Brady. Finding room at the 30 to Evans on the slant. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. Now this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. Then the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Darnold on first down, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Darnold. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Sideline and incomplete.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will knot us up at 10. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, where they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think
there.
that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Tampa Bay.
On first down, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40.
Brady. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but now it's 3rd down. And that one going to come up short, low throw. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Flush to his right. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Brady. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And incomplete.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Throwing again. Brady. Over the middle to Evans. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this carries into the end zone, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To the air, Darnold on second down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Let's go, D.
To the air again, Darnold. Trying to improvise. He can run for it, and he will. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail. Time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll
planned because other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Brady's throw there complete, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
Now Brady again. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Brady to throw again. This is caught, and he'll be out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Buccaneers 20, Bears 17. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that? But maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. They still can't get it. And this will be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Darnold from the gun. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Again, Darnold. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It leads to...
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st down, Buccaneers.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Buccaneer 1st down.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
At their own 25-yard line.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 24-yard line.
Play action. It's Darnold rolling to his right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second down and 10, Darnold. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This one caught by Davis. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Darnold on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Quick pass out to Miller. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Down and goal to go.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw is Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Brady's pass.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
On the ground with a tight end. And he is going to have the first down.